Good evening and welcome to the February 9, 2026 Board of Aldermen meeting. I now call this meeting to order. I would ask everyone to please rise and join me in the pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. I would now ask the city clerk to call a roll for attendance.
Alderman Friedman. Here. Alderman Gerber.
Here.
Alderman Harder.
Here.
Alderman Hughes. Here. Alderman Kinsella.
Here.
Alderman Murphy.
Here.
Alderman Sawyer.
Here.
And Alderman Schwer.
Here.
Mayor Remus presiding, we do have a quorum.
Thank you. Before I get to the minutes, a couple quick things I'm going to, so I hope everybody enjoyed the weather today. I know I did. One other point, an organization of U.S. veterans is at Mason Point. And they hold monthly meetings and invite guest speakers to share their military journey. On February 2nd, Lieutenant Edelston, a veteran of the United States Air Force, was invited to share his story to the group. Lieutenant Edelston shared the story of his training to become a boom operator on the KC-135 Stratotanker and aerial refueler. Lieutenant Edelston also shared his experience being deployed to Al Udeid Air Base in Qatar, where he flew missions over the skies of Iraq and Afghanistan and provided in-flight refueling to various aircraft and supported troops on the ground. I was told the presentation was very well received, and Lieutenant Edelston was honored to be invited to share his story. Honestly, as someone who, believe it or not, on an occasion, got to be in the back of one of those Stratotankers and watch the refueling operation. That's designed for kids who are good at video games. I mean, that boom is moving in the wind, and you've got a very small pellet pit. And so I'm impressed that I will tell you, I guarantee you, Lieutenant Edelston has a steady hand. That's what it takes to do that job. And I thought that was the people at Mason Point were absolutely thrilled with this presentation, which I thought was great. Now, I seek a motion and a second to approve the minutes from the January 26th Board of Aldermen meeting.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion or amendment? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Carries unanimously. Thank you. The city clerk, are there any citizens who ask to speak?
No, sir.
Thank you. And I believe we have no public hearings and no appointments. At this point then, I would recognize the board's opportunity to provide reports. Alderman Hughes.
Thank you, Mayor. The Architecture Review Board met on Monday, February the 2nd, and approved the following. A new single-family home at 12304 Wildlife Trail. Pardon me, that's in the new Deer Hollow subdivision. A new single-family home at 13112 Thornhill. An addition at 1974 Carlin Drive. An addition at 555 South Mason Road. And 10,484 square feet addition at Mariaville. And an amendment to the public notice requirements for the ARB application. With that said, the next meeting of the Architecture Review Board is set for Monday, March the 2nd at 5:30 PM. And as I always say, all are welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, Alderman.
Thank you, ma'am.
Alderman Kinsella.
Thank you, Mayor. The Planning and Zoning Commission will meet Wednesday, February 18th at 7 PM. There will be 2 items for consideration that evening. A boundary adjustment plat for the adjustment of permanent open space at 13742 Bellcrest Court to allow for the creation of a fencing easement. And the second item will be a boundary adjustment from plat 1 and 2 Bell Reeve Country Club grounds to adjust the location of a shared property line. And as Alderman Hughes mentioned, all are welcome to that event.
Thank you, Alderman. So, Alderman Harder.
PFE Commission, anyone looking for the Citizens Police Academy, it is full. And actually, the first meeting is next Wednesday, week from Wednesday, actually can be here, going over the West Central Dispatch. So there is a standby list, so you still have a chance, but it's lean. Secondly, our police department is participating in the polar plunge to support the Special Olympics at Cree Coeur Lake, February 28th. We are currently second in donations or sponsorships. We have 6 officers that are going to take that plunge, which is amazing. So we still have time. We're second to Maryland Heights right now. So we need to step it up over the next 2 weeks.
I agree. You good?
That's it.
Thank you. Alderman, sorry. Alderman Murphy.
Thank you, Chairman. On Monday, February 2nd, the Parks and Trails Commission met to recap 2025 events and conducted a review of the trails plans originally included in the comprehensive plan for the city. Overall, our rentals, events, and activities not only help contribute to a very positive community, but based on our initial budget review, also contributed to positively to the budget as well. That trails plan still is review is still in progress and will be revisited at the next meeting on March 16th at 6:30 at Longview Farmhouse. Again, for the suggestion that Alderman Hughes has already established, all are welcome to attend these events. Thank you.
Thank you. Alderman Schwer.
The Public Works Commission has canceled the meeting for the 17th, and the next scheduled meeting is March 16th. No change there.
Thank you. Mr. Shelton, I believe you have a report.
Yeah, thank you, Mayor. As mentioned at the last meeting, the facility study continues. We're in the design concept. We have scheduled both Navigate, our owner's rep, and our images to be here at your meeting March 23rd and give an update on the firehouse, the new public works facility, and the City Hall police facility. They have determined in some independent estimates with Navigate and some of the contractors for this facility only. Right now, it looks like we're going to be over the $5 million that we had initially budgeted, which is the exact purpose of this design and then pricing it, is to know what we're getting into. And the majority of that they will go through in detail on the 23rd is mechanical, electrical, and plumbing, much of which currently exist in the building, not only to enhance the facilities and carry us on and replace, but just to bring us up to code. But again, March 23rd, they'll be going over all of that information in detail.
And I just will comment on that is that I have been pleasantly surprised at homeowners meetings when I spent a fair amount of time talking about the property tax and what we're doing with it, that I'd say that the overwhelming majority of our citizens think this is a reasonable thing to be spending money. And I have assured them that we are. It's just not open-ended. We're watching this closely.
Yep.
But the response to it, I think, has been pretty favorable.
Yeah. Now is the time to identify those issues before we get into construction, obviously.
Did you want to talk about the grocery sales tax?
So also, as I notified the board in your Friday update, there are bills both in the House and the Senate to eliminate the local sales tax on grocery. The Missouri Department of Revenue estimates that would cost the city of Town and Country $2 million. All of you are very familiar with our budget. We don't have $2 million to forego in our budget. So we have sent opposition to both the House and Senate. Previous years, we've worked with some other cities to retain a lobbyist. We do have money in the budget to do that again if needed. So I would obviously let the board know if we decided we needed to go that way, but just to give you a heads up. So,
Because the last, I thought I heard a little while ago, it was gonna be 1 million, it's like 2 million.
then the Department of Revenue, I received numbers today that they are estimating the cost to town and country is $2 million.
Okay, thank you. I will now recognize the board's opportunity to ask questions on the previously distributed payable report for January. Moving on. There is no unfinished business. Next, under new business, bill number 26-04. Sponsored, I believe, by Ward 2. Without objection, would the city clerk read the bill for the first time?
Bill number 2604 is an ordinance approving a boundary adjustment plat for 1285 and 1297 Dry Ridge Road in the city of Town and Country, and authorizing the boundary adjustment plat to be recorded in the Office of the Recorder of Deeds of St. Louis County.
Thank you. This bill, number 2604, is continued to the meeting on Monday, February 23rd, 2026, for the second reading consideration. On the next bill, I will be recusing myself from the next item to prevent any perceived conflict of interest, and I will invite our Board of Aldermen President Murphy to preside over this item. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. We'll pause as the mayor leaves the dais. So for Bill 2605, first off, I want to seek sponsors for that bill. I would nominate Mr. Kinsella and Harder as representatives. All in favor? Without objection, would the city clerk read the bill for the first time?
Bill number 2605 is an ordinance approving an amended final site development plan for Marie Devella, City of Town and Country, Missouri, with conditions to be complied with and authorizing certification of the amended final site development plan.
Bill number 2605 is continued to the meeting of Monday, February 23rd, 2026, for second reading and consideration. Next up, we have the architectural review. Does the clerk have to read the?
No.
I now seek a motion to, and second to continue this until February 23rd to associate it with the other item. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Any discussion? Let's have a voice vote on that. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The bill passes, and I welcome the mayor back up to the dais. Thank you.
Thank you, Alderman Murphy. You seem to run a little more smoothly than usual.
I appreciate no heckling from the audience.
Next is the approval of a purchase order to All Traffic Solutions for a radar trailer message board in the amount of $18,999.44. I seek a motion and second to approve.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion or amendment? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
There's, passes unanimously. Next, approval of a purchase order to Landmark Dodge for a Dodge Durango police vehicle in the amount of $43,286. Seek a motion and second to approve.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Alderman Murphy.
Thank you. I know this question was asked offline as well. We've got two purchase orders for two Durango vehicles. A bit of a difference in that one has uplifting, the other one does not. And if the city could provide just an overview on the differences and, just an explanation.
Thank you, sir, Mayor and Board. Basically, what we've done in the past, and I'll try to be as succinct as I can, we use a multi-vendor system in that we purchase vehicles specifically built to receive our police equipment. Then we take those to a vendor for the build and the upfitting, if you will. And then finally, we take them to yet another vendor for our graphics and badging. This process has worked very well in the past, and we're happy with our vendors. However, it has become a painstakingly long process. We ordered our cars last year in January, and we received our last one on New Year's Eve. So almost a year's time. And during that time, we have high mileage vehicles that we're forced to keep in the fleet for continuity of operations that we have to put money into, money associated with high mileage vehicles. Or if we can move that process along a little bit more efficiently, we can get those newer vehicles into the fleet and get rid of the old vehicles. We found, our support services staff has found an opportunity where you can purchase a vehicle, have it built, and all the graphics done. It's a one-stop shop, if you will. And the most important part of this is they guarantee a 6 to 8 week turnaround time, which is pretty streamlined. What we'd like to accomplish here is place one purchase with what we know works, but it takes some time against this new purchase to ensure that they can come through with what they've promised to deliver, and of course, the quality of the build itself and the service after the sale. If that ends up being the way moving forward, then we would have multiple vehicles built through them. We're just more comfortable doing all of that at once with an unknown. And there is a little bit of a price difference associated with that, in that the one stop through a lathe is a little bit higher, I believe by about $2,500 overall. That's a bit deceiving because of the time that we place in staffing hours alone to shuffle these vehicles around. And as I mentioned earlier, the time that it takes to build a vehicle, we're putting money out in older vehicles that we need to roll out of the fleet. So that's kind of where that offsets that money difference.
Alderman Kinsella.
Thanks, Chief. I enjoy the explanation on that because I think it's valuable for anyone who's watching the video to hear that explanation. But there is also a difference between the base price at Olathe. It's about $2,061 cheaper to buy it through Olathe than it is to buy it through Landmark. What represents that difference? Is that a difference in equipment, or are these police pursuit vehicles exactly the same? We're just getting a better deal from Olathe because they're willing to do this.
Yes, Alderman, that's a great question. Basically, they are in essence the same vehicles. We get the better deal on the vehicle itself because we're purchasing the whole project through Olathe. Were we to purchase that vehicle outright from Olathe like we are from Landmark, we wouldn't get that kind of a deal.
Okay. All right. So the ultimate higher price from Olathe is all because they're delivering it in 6 to 8 weeks, not because of the difference in equipment.
Essentially, yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other comments? All right, all in, we're on number 5, for the first Durango for $43,286. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Next, move on number 6, approval of purchase order to Olathe Dodge for a Dodge Durango police vehicle and upfitting in the amount of $62,508.22. Seek a motion and second to approve.
So moved. Second.
Any discussion or amendment? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you. I do not have any other business, but I will allow any of the aldermen who has anything they would like to bring to our attention. Having seen that is not the case, I seek a motion and second to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you for your attention. Thank you very much.
Nailed it, Chief.